Yeah. You looking okay there, Scott?
Yeah, I'm trying not to laugh.
Laugh at what? What? That's just the two of us here right now. Well, hopefully that's going to change.
Yeah.
We'll see where things go. Hello out there to all of you in YouTube lands and all of the worlds, and I can only imagine how many students in the world there are watching right now, particularly my own. Yes, yeah, things. Well, that's another story for another time. Anyway, it is Friday night. It is November 4th, 2016. We welcome you out there from here at Lost Silver Productions, myself and my main tag team partner, Scott Goldiner. Well, it's just us for the moment. Hopefully that will change as the night goes on. We welcome you to this now regularly scheduled edition of Convention Attention. And we've got a bit of a loaded night involved, and you can hear Joey in the background. He's going to be here with me in the room for the course of the show and stuff like that. You guys know how this works by now, hopefully. Down below in the description as of right now, you'll see that the chat link is there if you want to join us in on this live. Yeah, please keep us company. We like having some of you to talk to and things like that. And at the same time, there's the comments. I don't know, whichever way it makes me point or whatever. You see it to the right side of this viewing window, so you can leave comments there and things like that. But please come on, join us and be ready to talk about all things Pokemon tonight. Yes, we're ready to go through a classic from beginning to end, top to bottom, and we're ready to give some very silly treatment to some very honest and serious questions about the Pokemon anime and the games. But we'll get to all that in just a little bit. First though, Scott, you ready for a little smash or trash round?
Yep.
All right, here I'm just throwing a message real quick to yeah. Just throwing the message over to somebody real quick here that may possibly I don't know if somebody else might be joining us a little bit. I don't know. We'll find out anyway. Anywho, okay, first item on the docket here tonight for Smash or Trash. We're gonna couple of odd items here and stuff or whatever. Actually, both Nintendo based and stuff. First report coming. First report, big news this week within Nintendo that actually Nintendo has had to go so far as to say, hey, wait a minute, we didn't say this, and it has to do with the Wii U. I talked about the recent news with regards to the Nintendo Switch. The trailer, as we know, has been out now for a couple of weeks, and everything's been pretty good with that. But now all of a sudden there have been some reports coming from Eurogamer saying that as of after today, the Wii U is going to cease production. Nintendo's not going to make it anymore. It's just going to, whatever units are out there, and all focus is on the preparation with the Switch. But Nintendo has come forth since and said, hey, wait a minute, we didn't say that. That's not true. We're still going to be making Wii U units for the foreseeable future and stuff like that. So, but some people don't know whether to believe that or not because they've denied certain things before. Like, for instance, there's not going to be a larger version of the 3DS. What did they do a few months later? They made a larger 3DS or whatever. So we don't know whether to believe this or not. So, Scott, I'll throw the question to you. First of all, smash or trash to the idea that the Wii U, as far as Nintendo says, will continue production.
Smash on that. I mean, it's coming from Nintendo, so either if it's coming from the big guys over in Japan or from Nintendo of America, it's not official until they actually say it. I think it's a hoax.
Wait, hoax in what way?
That it's just,
wait, the Eurogamer report? Okay. Well, I'll be curious where exactly they got their source from. I'm curious who the actual quote inside sources that told this to them. You know what I mean?
Some very low level lackey in the company.
Yeah, low level. Yeah, after this news, you can only imagine how low. Possibly.
Right.
So so it could only think. I mean, I'll say this. I'm glad, even though I still
Okay.
personally don't have a
Ryan,
Wii. Yes.
to
Weapon.
update on that, I just looked it up. I'm going to post the link into the video description. Give me 1 second. This is coming from one of the UK newspapers, The Telegraph, and it says Nintendo denies it's ending the Wii U production.
Well, right. That's what we're talking about here. Yeah.
The article right there.
Yeah. It said. Yeah, it just said, even though the Nintendo Switch is slated to go on sale, Wii U production is scheduled to continue. That was reported on IT Media from a spokesperson at Nintendo. So,
right,
yeah, and apparently this rumor has existed for a couple of months. The whole thing of discontinuing the thing, because. Yeah, it says here that this has been happening as early as March, that that these reports that the Wii was going to stop and things like that. So it's true that the amounts have been reduced in terms of the sale, but other than that, not much else. But
maybe
but
in
now,
a way the system's coming to, they're deciding to just slowly phase out the system for the new one. Kind of like
no doubt about it. That they'll absolutely do. The question is, how long do you think they'll keep the production up? Do you think that it'll at least go a little bit into when while the Switch is out, or do you think they'll stop it before the official release in March, or what do you think?
I think they'll keep it going for at least maybe the rest of the year or something. Because I know that at the time when the Wii U came out, they were still making the Wii consoles and everything.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So that should be a thing in there. So we'll see about that. Here, what is going on up there? Oh, I hope. Oh boy, I get a feeling. I get a feeling. Oh boy, I get a feeling something's about to go south real quick upstairs. I have the worst feeling in the world. So in the meantime, here while I experience that potential feeling of dread, we have a new visitor here. Even though we don't have a picture, Justin Davis checking in. Hello there, Justin.
I'm back.
Yes, that's right. You were with us a couple of shows ago, I believe. Correct?
Yeah.
You can, I'm trying to remember when were you last with us? I'm trying to recall.
I think it was back in summer, maybe, or maybe like right before school started.
Oh, okay. You were with us for the show about first recommendations for first anime, I believe.
I think it was the one where we were talking about American Ninja or something like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, you were over on our game show talking fun side. Yeah, you were. Okay, you were there for Ninja War. Okay. Well, anyway, good to have you back there. Justin, glad you could join us here for this. Tonight. Here, real quick before I go on to the next topic here. We'll get your take on what you think with regards to the reports that Nintendo is denying that the Wii U is ending production.
Oh, so I think it was back in early summer. There was news going around that they were only producing 800 or 100 more Wii U's, and then they would stop. And now people are saying that the production for Wii U is going to stop this week, even though people were saying that it was going to stop back in towards like the beginning of summer. So now
right.
And now Nintendo's saying that that's not happening. I'm more happy about that, since I still want to buy a Wii U if the games that are on Wii U don't end up going on the Switch, like Pokken, Hyrule Warriors, Splatoon, stuff like that. I mean, Splatoon is coming to the Switch,
Well-
so we know that. But
I mean, for me, there's one game in particular that I like to get for the Wii U,
Which is what?
and I would Fatal Frame 5 Made in a Blackwater.
okay.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we got. That's right. You're always been a big fan of those Fatal Frame games.
Yep, and I will find a Wii and I will modify it so I can play Fatal Frame 4, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, and play the remake of Fatal Frame 2.
Yep, that's the joy of emulators, right?
No, that's the joy of modifying the actual system to play it.
You know somebody that's able to do that?
Yeah.
You're keeping them under wraps, I assume.
Right. All I will say is this: thank you, Nintendo, for making me modify a Wii just to play Fatal Frame 4 Made in a Blackwater. You should have kept it on the PS2, so you should have kept it on the PlayStation system, Techno.
Oh, I see. Very good, very good. All right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, okay. Well, speaking of bringing the old games back and stuff like that, that kind of segues into our next article, and that's the other big thing that Nintendo's been up to, and that is the have you guys seen this with I'm gonna see this is gonna be fun. I remember what happened last week when I tried to share screen and do all that stuff. I'm gonna see if I could do it again. Okay. Oh, okay. This is it. Okay. Here it is. Courtesy of Kotaku. Can you guys see that there?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, the little mini version of the old Nintendo Entertainment System. They're calling it the NES Classic. This is on par with the. Do you remember? I'm trying to think of what it is. Do you remember back when?
The old plug and plays.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The plug and plays like you had it for they have for all the old Commodore games, the old Atari 2600 games, and stuff like that. Well, now they're doing it for this, and it's got.
And I have one thing to say, Brian.
What's that?
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
I gotta double check the list. I gotta see if that's part of it. If
Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link are part of it.
Castlevania, Mega Man 2, I believe, is also on there.
Yeah, the first two Castlevanias are on it. You're right. Mega Man 2, I read that, and then some other games like Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, and a host of others. I remember my wife Andrea was reading the list to me a little while ago. Yeah, Kirby's going to be on there too and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to have all those things, and I can only imagine now. There's two parts to this. The first part, and I'll just ask. I'll ask you first, Justin. All right, just in general. Smash or trash to the notion that this is going to be the big Christmas item for any video game fan.
Wait, say it again.
Do you think yes or no? Do you think that this with the NES Classic is going to be like the big Christmas item for any major video game fan?
I would, if it might could have a better competition with the 3DS though, or maybe like the PlayStation Pro and stuff like that. But I as like a big Christmas thing, I don't think so.
Now you don't think the nostalgia is gonna enough to entice the gamers, huh?
Not for Christmas. Maybe like earlier.
Okay.
Like
you figure when it's
it.
coming out in November, you figure the timing. That's the only reason I asked there. Scott, what do you think about that? Do you smash or trash the idea that this will be a hot Christmas item for the gamers?
First of all, for Castlevania, this is the superior Castlevania game, Symphony of the Night.
Well, remember you also remember, Scott, they had a lot of years under their belt with Castlevania to make it work.
But this is superior. I mean, real quick, the Dreamcast version actually had a couple extra rooms with the famous clock tower music and other stuff. So
All right.
it was. I forgot the tracks. I know them and I have them on my iPod. They're my favorite. They're called Vampire
Okay,
Slut.
but don't play them here, or we'll get in trouble.
No.
All right, so
but they're the two most iconic tracks. Vampire Killer.
No, I understand. That's fine. Okay, but anyway, but coming back to the topic here, what do you think that this is going to be a big Christmas item for the gamers?
Probably not, because a lot of people know the big E to play stuff off of the computer. Probably for the kids, maybe.
Wait, check me on that. Wait, the big E?
Emulators.
Oh, you figure because they're doing it already? Well, you got to figure though in a way, a lot of people are playing them off of like the emulators. You also, for the people that do Let's Plays, you have the Nintendo, the Virtual Console on the Wii system. So
yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, that's a possibility, but I think you also have to consider in that argument though that, like I said, not everybody goes that route in terms of doing the gaming. Not everybody has voluntarily accesses themselves to emulators. Not even everybody really knows how the emulator concept works. Some think it's it's like illegal to do that kind of stuff, however. So for those kind of people, and especially for the certain adults that want to introduce their kids, like, hey, this is how video games used to be back then, stuff like that. You never know. This
right. I can even say one of the best Super Nintendo games one of the best RPG games of all time,
which would not be on this. Okay, all right, but again, you're going too far ahead though. Now this is just strictly old school NES stuff. So who knows? I understand exactly what you're saying. No, exactly.
NES, you had Dragon Quest for that.
It was still Dragon Warrior then, wasn't it?
Yeah, only because Dragon Quest was the tabletop game, I think, or it was another video, but.
Okay, I don't know anything about that, so.
But they're a big deal over in Japan when those games get released.
Of course it is. That's just the nature of Japan.
Yeah.
So, all right, but anyway, but that's part one of the.
I'm trashing that. So that's
okay. All right, well, we'll see what happens. I hope it's a big seller. I hope we're wrong in that regard. So, but we'll find out as it goes. But now that's part one of the whole idea with this, because this NES Classic is scheduled for release next Friday on the 11th. And what Nintendo is deciding to do, they're even getting a little cute with this, because back in the day when before the internet was a thing, and before GameFAQs was a thing. Wait, let me get there.
Well, I was just passed on this into the list over in the chat. All the games that are on it.
Oh, okay, I see it there. Okay, the original Ninja Gaiden, the original Mario Brothers, Kid Icarus, Ice Climber. Okay, so we got a lot of those there. Okay, the first three Super Mario Brothers. Oh, Tecmo Bowl's on there too. Oh, great. And you consider if you've been watching NFL games these past couple of weeks, they've had some I forget which car company's been doing a commercial that's been doing it Tecmo Bowl style with Bo Jackson. It's been pretty funny. So it's been kind of back in the news recently.
Yeah, and the funny thing to see in that one is one of the original very hard games to ever beat on the NES, Ghosts and Goblins.
I wouldn't know, but who knows? I'll probably find out because Andrea's already gearing up to get one of these things for us. But anyway, but like I said, but getting back to my point now, that, like I said, that's part one of this topic in general, because before, as I was starting to say, before GameFAQs and the internet were ever a thing and stuff like that, usually if you were really stuck on these games or whatever, you had one of two choices in terms of how to do it. And assuming you didn't have friends who played to help you figure it out, you either had to be a subscriber in Nintendo Power magazine to try to hopefully read up on the right tricks and things like that. But in any event, the other item was that Nintendo used to have a hotline that you could call to be able to try to talk to their experts and get the latest tricks. Well, as it turns out, when Nintendo releases the NES Classic next Friday, they're actually going to go so far as to, for that first weekend only, they're going to bring the nostalgia full blast, and they're actually going to revive the power line. It's just going to consist of automated messages and things like that, but that's exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, it'll run from November 11th to the 13th between the hours of 9 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time each day, and like I said, it'll be fully automated. The phone number, I'll just give it here. You could call 425-885-7529 to hear recorded tips for several games, plus behind-the-scenes stories from original Nintendo gameplay counselors. Okay, that's I didn't read that part before, so that's going to be.
Since we're talking about nostalgic here with all this, I do, if I may, there's a guy on YouTube, and he does a very good job with these videos and actually looks into the history of the systems. So if you guys ever get a chance to go check out the Gaming Historian, if you want to learn more about like how certain games were made or the backstory to Nintendo or like certain systems, so he actually does a lot of research on it, and his videos are very good.
I believe it, yeah. And hey, it's always good to remember the roots, kids. So that's it. But here, Scott, while we're here, so what are your thoughts about them smashing the power line idea?
Smash, I think it's a unique idea. I never had to use it. I mean, when I had,
I'll be honest, I never knew of it.
I just never, because it used to be in the back of the booklets as well too for certain games.
Oh wait, that's right. Yes, it was. You're right about that. I forgot.
And also in the movie, I think they also showed a little bit of it in the movie The Wizard too.
The Wizard. Okay, I knew you were about to mention The Wizard. Yeah. Yeah, the video game movie that contained very little video game whatsoever, right?
No, except for the final when they actually revealed Super Mario Brothers 3 before the actual street date.
No, but I'm saying, that was about the what little video game playing there was in the movie whatsoever.
It's so bad.
So it kind of almost seemed like false advertising.
Go watch James Rolfe's review about the movie, The Angry Video Game Nerd.
It's crazy, yeah.
That one.
Yeah. Who knows? Here, Justin, what do you think about this? The idea of the power line stunt here.
I think it's gonna be really cool, but I get the feeling that there's gonna be a whole bunch of memes about it. Like one of the games,
what kind?
Like what was it? Is Battletoads one of the games on the NES?
I mean, it was on the AES, but it's not on this list. No, like I said, here, just make a note, Justin. Like I said, there should be in the top left corner of the Google Hangout. There should be a chat button. If you click that, you'll see what Scott put on the side. You got the full list of what's up there right now. I don't think I can see it on mobile. Yeah. Yeah, you could just like I said, the full list. I'll just read it real fast from top to bottom. Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania 1 and 2, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2, not 1, just 2, Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, Mario Brothers, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch-Out without Mike Tyson, Star Tropics, Super C, the sequel to Contra, the first 3 Super Mario Brothers, Tecmo Bowl, and Zelda 1 and 2. That's the full list.
And Star Tropics is
I said Star Tropics.
No, I was like, to those who are not well informed, Star Tropics is an RPG game.
Right. Okay. But right. No, I got you.
Yeah. And the original Metroid, I wonder if they're going to have the Justin Bailey code in that.
Of course, the Justin Bailey code will be in that. Give me a break.
The only difference between that and every other Metroid game to follow that is that the original Metroid actually started you off with 30 health.
Right. No, I remember that. It's been a while, but no, I recall that. All right. But,
And the original.
all right, okay. All right. Here. Let's just get back in here. Okay. I know you want. I'm glad you want to spew so much knowledge, Scott. We only have so much time here. All right. So anyway, as we were saying, Justin, your thoughts with the Powerline idea.
I think if they don't announce that that it's a thing, then a lot of people won't know it. Like unless like when you buy when you actually buy like the NES Classic, it has it comes like a little instruction manual that says call here like the first week or and whatever. That's the only way I'll see it working. However, like I think people will ask like silly questions like try to get information on like the Nintendo Switch or something like that, just for the fun of it.
Okay, yeah, I think, I get what you're saying about it. Yeah, if it was better advertised, I think if they were going to do something like that, that's going to be, that would be tough to do because if you think about it, like I said, it's coming out next Friday and it's only going to be around for that weekend. It's like trying to advertise that TV-wise would be very difficult. I think that would be the one way you'd want to mass produce. Does that sound wrong to you guys? Do you get where I'm coming from on that?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's one of Nintendo's major faults, like marketing. They don't always do it right.
They used to do back in the day. Now it's like.
Well, they used to be all over the place back in the day.
Yeah, I remember going into Toys R Us and having that big thing and learning about all the new games coming out.
Yeah, but also plus you got to remember, there were a lot. Them running commercials for video games on TV was a lot more prominent back in the late 80s and early 90s. You couldn't watch a single kids show. You couldn't watch a single kids show and not see an advertisement for either Zelda or Nintendo Power in general or the latest Mario game or whatever else.
Yeah, I remember back in the day the commercials for Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
Whatever the case was, I think because pretty much through the 80s and 90s, that was a prominent thing and stuff. So that's where that came from. So but hopefully it gets some interesting press. Hopefully people actually use it. That would actually be pretty cool. I might be tempted to actually just call the line before I even buy the thing, just to actually hear what they mention. We'll probably have to do that. Yeah, maybe the three of us will each do it and see what they give. We'll report back here the next time we do this in 4 weeks. So give that number a call and take notes for later. So
right.
that should be fun. I wonder if we get the same message or different messages. So who knows? All right, final item real quick for Smash or Trash before we get to our topic. We mentioned, trying to think, we talked about this a few months back, actually. The very first Abridged that I ever did, we talked about about how the Bleach manga was ending, and it has, in a sense, now officially ended. But news reporting in the process that there are going to be 2 new novels that are going to be produced for the Bleach manga, and the first one will be written by Makoto Matsubara, who wrote the previous novelizations of the manga. It will be coming out next year, and they just only know about the first one. No word immediately on when the second one will come out. And in addition, what's already been previously reported that there is going to be a live-action film adaptation that will be scheduled for 2018, going further down the line. But first, just to see that Bleach is getting a little extra hurrah here, Scott. What do you think of that?
No comment. Not a fan of the show.
Well, again, even if you're not a fan, just in general, what do you think about the idea as a whole? You don't have to be a fan to necessarily like it or not.
If he's ending it, he should end it. I feel like it's the case of, the fans wanting him to do this that he doesn't want to do. It's a case of, the fan.
Sure.
The fans are probably asking him to do this because it's already ended.
Oh, just a question of people not being willing to let it go?
Right.
Oh.
Just like how people will not...
That might be possible. You don't know.
Use case example, Book 8 in the Maximum Ride series. People were unhappy with the ending of it.
Oh, jeez. Here we go, Maximum Ride again.
Which forced Patterson to write the 9th book to give it to close out the series properly.
Everybody with you got to fix it. Nobody's ever going to be fully satisfied with any good ending. People got to learn that by now. But that's another story altogether.
In the live action movie, let's just hope if Hollywood's doing it, they don't whitewash the film.
Yeah, I know. Well, though, that'll be another topic for another time. Believe me, we'll definitely get into that one day and something like that. Yeah. Well, here, Justin, your thoughts with these soon-to-be Bleach novels?
I haven't been reading the manga, but I do know of the last chapter. I'm not gonna say what happened in case of spoilers for the people that want to read it. But I do know that a lot of people weren't really happy with the ending. And I'm not even done with the anime yet. The last part I saw was the end of the Aizen arc. So I'm still back in the 200s. So even I guess it'll be an explanation of what happens before the last chapter, what happens in between the last two chapters to maybe give a better explanation of it.
Sure,
okay, all right, that may be very well possible and stuff like that. So, well, all right, but in general, are you happy to see them doing this novel?
I'm not mad about it. It's if I knew where the story was at the point, what actually happened in the story, then it would be based upon what part of the novel actually relates. What of the novel relates to what part of the story of Bleach? Which arc is it about? It would have to be based off of that.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So we'll see where that goes then. And real quick here, our good friend Charles Berman has joined us in the meantime while we were talking about that. Chuck, you in there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm right here, bro. I need dinner.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I saw your video was a little choppy there. That's okay. Here, real quick before we get to our main topic, what's your thought about these additional Bleach manga coming out starting next year?
I honestly have no opinion on it because I barely read Bleach.
Okay, but I mean, in general, we think about the overall idea of this additional stuff.
I think this would be good for more readers. They can get more readers.
All right, well, we'll see what happens with it. I mean, yeah, it needs to be said that I think it was Liz was saying it last week after we went off the air with the cosplay show. She was saying Bleach, One Piece, and I'm trying to remember what the third one was that are considered the big three in anime.
Naruto
was the third one, right? Yes, that's right. Yeah,
That's it by all.
Okay. Well, no, wait. It's for some reason those three are considered the big ones for whatever reason. But so those are going to be the ones that seem to that the fans are going to want to always keep it going and stuff like that. So if anything, good good for them, and hopefully they turn out good and stuff like that. But we'll have to wait and see. All right, so that closes out this round of Smash or Trash here, and now let's get to our big fun for the night. And Evie is ready to go here for this business. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Joey didn't stick around with me down here in the basement. I hope he's doing okay upstairs because my goal was to keep him down here so that he wouldn't cause havoc. Upstairs. I'm waiting for the scream of death, folks. If I have to, I warn you guys and I warn our YouTube audience out there. If I have to suddenly run out because there's a blood curdling scream of pain upstairs, from Joey, doing something to my wife or my daughter. All right, please bear with me. Okay, I'll give you the top. I'll be like, anybody remember Saturday Night Live? You remember Mike Myers doing Linda Richmond, the coffee talk lady?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
No.
Whenever she gets verklempt, it's like, I'll give you a topic. A peanut is neither a pea nor a nut. Discuss. And I'll go run. I take care of the disaster. One of the few impressions I do real well.
No, we'll just dig up Chevy Chase and have him do a weekend update.
Oh Lord.
That's kind of what we just did with Smash or Trash. That's the whole point of that. But anyway, all right. But on to our main topic, guys, with Pokemon here. So it's been 20 years. It's been a lot of ups, downs, and as you've seen, constant presence all around all around the world and stuff like that. It's the one thing that seems to never go away, much as some people might want it to, depending on who you ask. But that's a very minor group, thankfully. But I'll ask this first just to first get the console, because we're going to cover all aspects of things and even rip on a couple of things along the way as we go. But just to go around first, for each of you, what in general was like your first exposure to the worlds of Pokemon and Johto? Did you come in through the games? Did you come in through the anime, the trading cards, or where was everybody's individual start here? And those of you watching, we'd like to know your opinions too. Leave some comments below if you're watching and let us know how you got started with the Pokemon fans over here. Scott, you started. Like, how did you first get exposed to Pokemon?
Anime and Pokemon Yellow.
Okay, well, which came first, and like what brought you into it?
So it being on Saturday morning, Kids WB.
Oh, okay. So you found it yourself, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And yeah, all right, finding it the same way everybody else finds it. Hey, new show on Saturday morning there or whatever. Okay. And what is it for you that kept you hooked in, at least for the time? Because I know you said you don't watch the anime anymore. You haven't watched it for a long time. But what drew you in the first place to keep you watching? What was that?
That was me.
Somebody coughing.
Okay.
Let's see. Seeing what shenanigans Ash and company got into, and what other ways Pikachu can blast off Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Once you blast them off once, it's like a can of Pringles. You just can't stop.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Especially in one of the episodes of when they were in the Orange Islands, when they would blast off, they actually said final answer in that. So they quoted from Millionaire.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Oh, all right. I'll have to make sure we dig that up while we're going here. Yes, for those of you in the game show crowd. All right. Well, all right. Here. Do me a favor, Scott. You dig up the clip and then get a share going. All right. But just get it, and when we get a second, we'll get it. Don't jump in. I'll give you a cue once you got it. Just tell me in the chat on the side when you have it. All right. Justin, how about? Okay, right. You just look for it. Okay. All right. Justin, in your case, how did you get started within the Pokemon fans?
To be honest, my first memory was kind of Pokemon. My aunt bought me a Game Boy Advance and Pokemon Crystal when I was like 2 years old. And after like the game was kind of just like hit all together at the same time. The anime and the card games, I was basically like kind of like doing it all.
Okay. Now you said you came in with Crystal, so you came in a few years into it.
Yeah.
Cherish,
Okay.
call off the dogs,
All
please.
right. So you were okay. So it's always interesting to see where everybody gets their start and who's in from the beginning, who comes in later and stuff like that. What kept you in any way, shape, or form a fan within the show or the games?
I guess what had me the most was the bonds that like it set me up with with my grandpa. He would always play with me, like, so he would go to the game corner and play the slot machines with my friends. I'd trade cards with
Oh
them.
wow!
The anime I was always watching, so it's like I never really fell off Pokemon.
But your grandpa actually played the games.
Yeah, my grandpa, my aunt, and my mom watched me play and stuff like that.
Grandpa gamers unite! Yes. All right. You don't hear that every day, so no, that's actually kind of cool to hear. I'm glad you shared that.
He still plays Ruby and Sapphire. The slot machine's there with me too.
Gotcha. I figure, yeah, whatever casino you can find there. So there you go. All right, let's see. Chuck, how about you? What? Who? By the way, who's got the background noise there? Who's calling out for? Is that you, Chuck?
Unfortunately, I had to go in the other room now.
Oh, so that's it. That's your house there. Here, I'll tell you what. While you're moving to the next room, Chuck. Hold on. While you're moving to the next room, Chuck. Here. Wait, Scott. Did you find
No, because I want to know something. It was the episode where he was going for a badge or something in the Orange Islands. Do you know the gym leader for that one?
I forget his name.
Gym leader of the ice badge.
It was the one where he had to make the slide.
Right? No.
Yeah.
No. I remember the one you're talking about. So yeah, I can't think of it right now. The name here. We'll probably dig it up and believe me, folks, you could leave a comment and let us know what idiots we are about forgetting if you remember back that far. Anyway, but all right, we'll find it. We'll get that in there. But all right, okay. Now you're back in place here. Chuck. So share like your earliest Pokemon memories. How you started and what kept you sucked in.
Well, I used to watch it when I was in syndication before it made to Kids WB, like how Scott said.
Yeah. Keep going.
It was back in 1998 when the series began. Then during the holidays in '98, I decided when to get the game for the holidays. Plus, I didn't have a Game Boy Color, so that was a plus as well. And basically, what keeps me hooked is like the entire situation, like how the new games and everything is. Oh, by the way, I got a question. Who's gonna watch a new anime when it comes out?
I'm going to.
Yeah. Me and Cherish are.
There it is.
Anyway,
Sorry
like I was saying. Oh, by the way, Cherish was dressed like Clement from Pokemon last year for a convention.
Who is this?
My wife was dressed as Clement.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm in.
There we go. Yeah, now Joey's come back.
It was for all I see here is just the battle itself for the C Ruby badge. It really doesn't say about.
Oh, by the way,
okay. Well, here, you keep the search going, Scott. We'll get in there and check. So,
doing that for his future cosplays. Me and my wife are doing a Rockstar Team Rocket this year.
Rockstar Team Rocket? How does that work?
What's up?
Well,
okay.
Me and Cherish want to do like a Rockstar version of Team Rocket, like how we're gonna come in and bling and everything.
You have to give me an artist's rendition of that or something, or whatever, because I'm trying to imagine it. I'm thinking I could kind of picture it, but I'd have to have a visual to get more sense out of that.
Well, we'll send you a photo by the time the con rolls around. I'll show you a photo of it.
No problem. Yeah, we'll share it here on a future show. Okay. Real quick before we go to the next thing, I see we got somebody new in the mix here. Let's see. This is John here. We got a new first-time caller here. It's
Hello?
John. Hello. Yes. Hello, John.
Hello.
Hello. Where are you calling to us from tonight?
Texas.
Oh, okay. Whoa, coming from down there. All right. Glad you could join us for the show. Welcome to you there. So like I said, we're going into the question. You get down here, buddy. My Joey likes to jump around a lot or whatever. Don't do too much of it. Anyway, so John, so just to ask you here, what were like your first exposure to Pokemon? What brought you into into that world?
Pokemon Leaf Green.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So you came in later than any of the rest of us here. So you came in Gen 3 with the Gen 1 remakes. Yes. Yeah, you play with me. Okay. So what was it for you, John, that kept that do you still play the games now, or John, you with us there? Trying to think. I think we lost. Not sure if we lost John there.
Rest in peace.
You're John. You unmute your mic there. We're okay here. Let's see. Can we get him unmuted there? I'm not sure, but we'll figure that out.
Oh, he's unmuted.
Look crazy there. Oh no! Don't show him. Don't show him that, Charles. We'll never hear the ends of it. Anyway.
Show his team Chessman as well, huh?
Oh, okay. Oh no, I thought that was Pikachu. I couldn't tell.
Nice Chessman.
Yeah, you still got that bright light there in the room that's like obscuring half your view. But anyway, all right. So, but let's see though. To date now, so I mean now we have Sun and Moon now coming out because we've talked about the games very quickly because even for me, I was an anime watcher first. One of my former friends exposed me to the anime first, and then through him I eventually got into the games. Yellow was my first, but I ultimately had all the original 3 or whatever, and hopefully my wife Andrea will continue to play the games with us. We've actually been kind of all 3 of us playing the original 3 because we have 2 Game Boy Colors. So but Andrea's the least reluctant. The most reluctant to play on any given thing. So we're trying to all stay together in the games, but she's holding up the party. So, but we'll work on it though. All I know is this guy here. Yes. Who's your favorite Pokemon, Joe?
Pikachu.
Of course. He
I
always
love
loves
you.
Yeah, big surprise or whatever. Yeah, and he loves whenever we go out to to play Pokemon Go now, which we'll get to that more in a little bit. What is it we always call it, Joe? What is it? We go on a mission?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're always looking for when we go on a mission.
And we go on the playground.
Well, yeah, because we have a park like literally 2 blocks away from us, so it's wall-to-wall Pokestops around the pond. So that's what makes that good. But anyway, all right. So yeah. So but whether you got started first with the anime or got started with the games, the big thing has always been about the the anime's been one of the big focuses for for last 19, 20 years, and
I agree.
there's been 19, yeah, and there's always been a couple of questions that a lot of people have had with regards to the plot of the anime as it's gone through over the years. Okay, and the first major question that a lot of people have constantly asked, and we're going to have a little fun with this question, is how old exactly is Ash Ketchum? Is he still 10 years old after all this time? Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah. All right. Let's just get some general opinions and just have some fun with this. So here, Scott, you start, okay? Based on for everything that's happened to Ash all this time, how old would you say that Ash should be right now?
Let's see. He started training when he was 10, I believe.
Well, yeah, because the plot of the anime is, yeah, when you turn 10, that's when you get your Pokemon license. You can get your starter. You can start traveling the world.
30, I would say.
You're
He should
You're
be.
literally playing in real time. He ages pretty well then.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of people want to know where he found the Fountain of Youth.
I think Ash is like 27.
20. So you're staying high up there too, and things like that.
Been there for a while.
Well, wait. Maybe the reason he doesn't age is because of that accident that happened in the first episode.
Oh, you're
Maybe
gonna
got
buy into
tried.
that theory, are you?
But I'm
Yeah,
not,
like
I'm
during
not
the first
going
season,
full.
yeah.
I'm not going full into theory on it. I'm just saying maybe because of the accident, it didn't put him into a coma like the creepypasta.
Oh Lord, don't bring up creepypasta, please.
You got to remember, Charles. You have to recognize the name of this whole operation, which is
Is
Scott's
Lost
idea,
Silver.
which was Scott's idea in the first place, is based on a creepypasta idea from the Pokemon world, which
Okay.
yeah.
I
So,
was actually gonna ask that.
but at least now we changed the logo in such a way so that you don't have to be familiar with that kind of stuff.
Right.
Now
So
it just
wait.
looks simple and sleek or whatever. Just
No, wait. Here's my own fan theory of it. Maybe because of that. Maybe because of him being shocked or whatever it was that happened to him in the first episode. Maybe it stopped him from aging.
That probably could happen. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
that possible because all right. Well, wait. Well, do you want to extend upon that, Charles? Like how old Charles do you think that that Ash should be like currently in the well? Like say, hey, wait. I gotta make sure we phrase this question right because it's not how old we think he should be. It's just how do I want to phrase this, folks? I've lost track of my own question. Just, how old, Charles, do you think that Ash is now from what we see in the anime?
I say he's more like in his 20s, like 26, 27.
So wow, everybody is going with the soul idea. Justin, do you agree on this? Do you think that he's that old or?
I'm gonna go by what the director said, that he keeps Ash 10 to have him fresh and new for all the people that get in at the beginning of each generation. However, since I don't know how long it takes for Ash to beat close around beat, but how long it takes Ash in a region, we actually don't know how fast time is going in Pokemon compared to our world. So I'm still gonna go by that fact that he's 10.
so you'll play it out that way. Yeah, and obviously that's always a problem with any given animated show. The fact that whereas versus with live action stuff, people have to age. In animation, you can keep them the same age forever. It's just like there's no perfect balance. Just nobody refuses to
look at Bart
refuses to
Simpson.
change from that. What happened?
Look at
Look at
Bart
Simpson.
Simpson. Yeah, look at Bart Simpson.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's my whole point there. But it's true of just about any animated show. They just insist on keeping them the same age forever. Beats the heck out of us. Why? I mean, for me, I would say if I had to place a guess, I mean, you're right. They do make it seem like he's still 10 or 11 or whatever the case is. But you would think with all the regions that he's traveled and knowing that for every time he goes somewhere, you got to figure for all the
losing.
Well, here, wait. Let me get my thought. For all the episodes that take place within any given region, I mean, like if you went on the assumption that every episode of the anime maybe lasts 2 days or something like that, if you went on that, and they usually a particular region will go on for three seasons, which is about 150 shows. So you would figure if you go on that math, again, me being the math teacher, you would figure then that it would probably take him about a year to go through a region from start to finish. And now knowing that he's been through six regions And okay, Orange Island plus, yeah, that's true. Plus the Orange Islands, which which a little smaller, but still plays out. So you figure maybe he's a half year in the Orange Islands and other things like that. So you figure then that would put him in the range of he should be about 16 and a half, maybe 17, whoever the case is. So that would be where I would say he should be age-wise, however. But again, yeah, they refuse to actually age him in the anime. They still make him look like he's 10 or 11 or whatever things like that.
Are we ever going to know what happened? Are we ever going to know what happened between Brock and Ivy?
Oh
Lord.
Okay, that's okay. Wait, hold that thought, because that's gonna be another burning question and stuff like that.
phone number, email.
Which hand do you want me to hold
wait,
it?
Wait, hold on a second. Wait. What was that, Chuck?
I'm doing Brock's voice. Can I get some text numbers, email, phone number, address book, please?
just as long as it's not that name.
Good one, Brian. That's good. That's good, man. That's really good.
Actually, while we're on the topic of Ash's age, can I give out a little theory for a second?
Shoot, go ahead.
So in the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo, well, basically in Pokemon Sun and Moon, they say we have the trial leaders now and stuff like that. In the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo, they state that you have to be 11 years old in order to do that.
All right.
So
you're figuring that if they parlay that into the anime, then then he definitely has to be at least
has to age.
Yeah, he has. Yeah,
he has to be
11
11.
In order to be able to do that.
Yeah, he would have to be at least 11 to do that, which means that he might actually go up a year this time.
But then again, they might. But then again, they might change it for the anime.
True.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, in Sword Art Online, at the start of the series, Kirito was 14, and by the time where the series is now, he's 17.
It's been 3 years.
They actually did let him age.
In Sword Art Online, yes, because you got to account for the 2 years he was. You gotta figure and count. He was 14 at the start of the Unclade Act when he got trapped inside.
Okay.
So you have to figure the 2 years he was trapped inside the gate.
Yeah.
When he came out, he was sick. When everything was said and done, he was already 16.
Yeah.
So everyone aged 2 years within. So the ones that were still alive.
All right. No, all right. No, okay. No, I get the point there. So, all right.
So now, according to the wiki, his official age is 17.
I don't believe it. Like, when you think about it, Ash has been in like 17 shows in like 30 games. How can he be 10 for that long? Like, it's impossible. No.
It's witchcraft. It's Nintendo logic at its best. We don't question it.
as long as the money keeps coming in, right?
Right. If we start questioning,
but you're right about that, John. Yeah, no, that's why this always remains such a hilarious question in that regard. So that's why we're just
if we start to question Nintendo's logic, which lead to a time paradox, which could lead to the destruction of the space-time continuum and the end of the universe.
Whoa! I never thought of that.
I thought the Cubs winning the series the other night was the start of all that.
No, but
all right, but we'll save the sports for another time. So all right,
shout out to that. Shout out to that. The other day, real quick, since we were speaking about that. The other day,
very quick, so we gotta move this along.
Michael J. Fox posted on Twitter. We predicted it a year. It happened a year later, but congratulations to the Cubs.
Yeah, he's lucky they were that close. But yeah, okay. So all right, so that's the one question. All right, that we have there. Right now, the other big question. All right, and this is something that and Scott knows this because from the Card Shark surveys that we've done over the over the years, both when I was originally doing the game, and now since Scott and I have done Card Sharks on the anime convention scene together. There's one burning question that has been on a lot of people's minds, has been with regards to Ash and his inability to win a league within the anime. He's been in 6 different leagues now, or at least the 6 leagues from the actual games, because the Orange Islands was not an official game league, and neither was the Battle Frontier. I know you could do the Battle Frontier within the games, but it's not its own.
It's basically it's basically like the Safari Zone.
Or something like that, yeah, give or take. But you got to consider, he keeps getting closer. He keeps getting closer. He keeps inching further up the tournament ladder and stuff like that. One time he regressed. I forget which region he jumped from top 4 back down to top 8 or whatever. But he keeps getting closer and closer, but he doesn't win. And even this time, within the Kalos region, with X and Y just about to it's already finished in Japan. It's about to finish here in the States or whatever. The idea that he made the finals this time. He made the final match, and he still lost.
That's insane. Like, I don't know.
To quote from every Cubs fan from every year that they didn't win the series.
Yeah, but here's my question though to you guys, and here Justin, I'll start with you. Why do you think that they keep writing it this way? Why do you think they keep doing it where he comes just short of winning, and also at the same time, the idea that whenever he goes to a new region, he doesn't bring with the exception of Johto, he doesn't bring his old Pokemon with him. He just brings Pikachu and strictly plays with that region's Pokemon. Why do you think they keep doing that?
He needs to bring in like a legendary Pokemon instead of Pikachu, because you could tell Pikachu is just not working. Like, he's had him for shows and shows and shows and shows and shows, but if he brings in like Rayquaza, he will destroy everyone, and he'll win every single tournament there was. But he just wants to bring Pikachu. I don't understand his logic, man. Like, what do you guys think about that?
Okay, that was John chiming in. I'm sorry there. Okay, yeah. But no, I understand exactly what you're saying. What you're saying with regards to that, John. Now understand, he doesn't have Rayquaza on his team. The closest he's got to a legendary would have to be Charizard.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
A legendary as Charizard.
Yeah, and we know Charizard has been a huge player for him in the past. Once he started listening, so because that was a big plot within the show for a good year plus back in the early days or whatever. But
I remember
just surprised you. They just keep doing it. But why though, John? Do you think in general that they keep writing it that way? Based on those two things?
No, man, I honestly just don't know. Like, Pokemon, they keep on messing with me. They do like these crazy things. Like, they keep on having Ash lose, and he doesn't deserve it. He deserves to win.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, and I'll request you about that in just a second. Let me see. So here, Chuck, what do you think with regards to it? Why do you think that they keep writing Ash to keep falling short and just to keep like starting over in a sense?
Feel how you can keep going even if you lose. Maybe keep on trying no matter what you can do.
Here, wait. Can you run that by us one more time? Here, we lost you there a little bit.
No, it says
Okay, wait. I think you're having some. Yeah, I think you're having some signal trouble there, Charles. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll come back to you in a second, Chuck. As soon as you get the situation here fixed. All right. Here, Scott. Here, weigh in with your 2 cents there. What do you think, Scott? With why they keep making Ash reset with every new region?
Either that, or someone's got their finger on the reset button and they need to stop. But that's my zinger there.
If you want to think of it that way. So,
but really, maybe to keep bringing in the younger, the newer people to the show.
And perhaps also I guess maybe to better showcase the new Pokemon of the region in the games.
Right, but they don't need to keep resetting Pikachu's stats. To quote from another famous anime, Pikachu's his level is over 9,000.
Or
So
at least
you
it
got to
should.
do it right. It's over 9,000.
Thank you,
Wrong show.
Vegeta. Yeah, you say that to me when I tell our contestants to come on down.
Yeah, yes, that's what. Don't worry, I do it to everybody about everything, so don't worry about that.
Right.
But yeah, no, that is true. Yeah, it does seem like Pikachu resets along the way and stuff like that. Yeah, and some people have commented about that too in their own ways, shapes and forms. However, okay, but man, who knows there? But you figure at least it doesn't have to be just Pikachu. You figure he would leave one slot open. They would occasionally rotate in. Yeah, one of his classics, one of the best calls for the situation. That's how I would have at least done it.
Wonder if he's going to keep Greninja.
No. I already read. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet, but he actually released Greninja, which I was shocked to see that before. However, he's protecting whatever village, the ninja village that's there in the Kalos region.
Much like when Squirtle left.
So he's left Greninja behind, which that was a real shocker considering that probably next to Charizard, Greninja I think has been Ash's best Pokemon outside of Pikachu after all these years, given that crazy bonds that the two of them have.
I would be surprised if his Butterfree came back.
Oh gee, you want to know something crazy about that? And yes, I'm gonna date myself here, okay? I'll just let you in because having watched the anime from the beginning in the early days, I remember when they had the episode where Butterfree left. Okay, everybody remembers that, right?
One.
Okay, so follow this. In that episode, when all the stuff with the Butterfree mating is first being shown, okay, Brock is explaining to Ash and particularly I think to Misty, he's explaining the little flying dance that Butterfree is doing to the pink Butterfree to try to attract the mate, get her to notice him and stuff like that. And he explains that the dance is basically their way of saying, I want to be your Butterfree. The moment I heard that, okay.
Oh God.
No, wait, follow me on this. The moment I heard that, I could not help but think of disco superstar from back in the day, Andy Gibb. I immediately started going, I just want to be a Butterfree. It fit.
I am surprised that hasn't been a meme yet.
Yeah, you figure. Well, memes didn't exist when the show first started because you're talking about 97 or whatever the case, 98, whatever it started. But yeah, it's due. Okay, let's put it this way: the only musical meme I've ever heard with Pokemon, and I'm gonna see if I can find it, has been the play on I can't get her name right, Sarah Bareilles. And the first hit that brought her into the music genre and her whole little thing of borrowing the Pokemon name, I'm Not Gonna Write You a Love Song.
Hello!
So give you a sense of idea there. But who knows? But
hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, we've turned this now officially into Music Corner, folks. Okay, but anyway, coming back onto topic here, order in the court, as David Hammond would say. On the subject, and okay, John, I'll put this to you first, since you brought up in the first place. Like as I was starting to say, Scott and I, we've been both doing Card Sharks on the anime convention scene, one of our game shows for 4.5 years now, ever, and over time in all the surveys that we've done of different anime fans, we've posed a lot of questions to the Pokemon fans. There's a pair of questions that we asked them a couple of years ago that we thought was pretty interesting. One of the questions that we asked them was, do you think that Ash can and finally should win a league that is featured in the games? Now, I know, John, you said that Ash is due to win, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just ask you for the fun of it, because we've already asked this question, even though the episode isn't up on our YouTube channel. Maybe I have to see if we actually still have it. But I'll ask you, because we always do these surveys of 100 people. So when we ask this to 100 Pokemon fans, how many do you think said that Ash is due to win a league?
Out of 100 people?
Yeah.
Well, I can see a lot of people saying that Ash should win because like Ash is the best. So I'm gonna go with around 32 people said that Ash should win a league.
Okay, so you're going 32 out of 100 there. Okay, Chuck, how about you? How many you put it on?
Higher.
I know. Okay, you're saying higher. Here, I'll tell you what. Narrow it. Give me a number. What are you thinking?
I say about 65.
Wait, say it again. We keep losing your signal, man.
You said 65.
You said 65 is what he said. Okay, all right. Here, I'm not going to ask you, Scott, because you already know the answer there. Justin, you still with us there?
Yeah.
Okay. How many do you think? How many out of 100 Pokemon fans said that Ash should finally win a league?
24.
Okay, so you guys are going low. Chuck's going high. Chuck's actually got it the closest.
Well,
because, yeah,
and the actual retail answer is
retail. Now you're really reaching here. 82 was the answer, believe it or not. 82 said he should win. Okay, now here's the thing. We followed that question up. The same 100 Pokemon fans, we asked them this same question as a follow-up. The question we asked him then was, if Ash did finally win a league, do you think that should be the end of the anime?
Yes.
Okay, John, you're saying yes. What are your thoughts as to why?
Because he's the best and he deserves it. Because like it's been like forever and he's never won yet. And like at the finals he wins, he's the GOAT and like that'll be the best.
Gotcha. Okay, just go out on the high note, basically. Is that what you're thinking?
Wait, what was that?
So you're thinking, ends it while he goes out on a high note, basically.
Yeah, like he's like the ending. Say this: the episode's about to end, and then like he throws down his final Pokemon Sceptile because he's the best, and boom, he just wins it right there. And then the episode ends, and then everyone will just go like, "Yeah, the best."
Got you there. Okay. So all right, so let me ask you that though. Out of the 100 Pokemon fans that we surveyed, how many do you think agree with you in saying that if Ash won a league, that should be the anime should end right there?
I think
who likes memes?
I'm gonna go higher than 32, then go to about 40, cause.
Okay, all right. So you're saying 40. Chuck, what are you thinking?
I say about 29.
You're saying 29. Okay. Justin, how about you?
When you say the anime ends, you mean the anime in general, or just Ash?
Yeah, right. All together. The final episode of the anime is Ash wins the league.
0.
That'll be lit. Yo.
No. You think nobody thinks the anime should end? It should keep going.
Keep going.
All right.
And
I'll tell you what. Let's get. Whoa. Okay. Wait. We got a couple more people that have jumped into the fray here. Okay. First, let me. Okay. We have a Crimson Caper here with the weird look here. Hello. Crimson Caper. Check in.
What's up?
Yes. Where are you calling from? Because we haven't met you yet. Where are you coming to us from? Crimson, you with us?
Hello, Crimson Caper. Where you from, man?
Where you from, brother?
Jersey, boy.
Where are you calling from?
Jersey.
Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Jersey.
All All right, you're from Jersey in here. Okay, real quick. We'll pose the survey to you. Like I said, out of 100 Pokemon fans, how many do you think said that if Ash were to actually win a league, the anime should end at that point?
What the?
Heck
Oh my
was
god.
that, dude?
What was that? Like, I had my headphones on full blast.
Oh, Lord
I'll take that
almighty.
as a no.
Take the wheel.
Headphones flew off my head.
Yeah, what is going on here, guys? All right, all right, go ahead, guys. Go.
Here.
Kill
me!
All right, guys. All right.
Kick him. He's dead. Kick him. Get him out.
All right, okay, all right, guys. Everybody keep it cool here, all right? Yes, all right. We're not used to having this many people in the room and stuff like that. Okay. All right, everybody just calm it down a little bit. Let's just keep everything in order. We'll get to everybody in turn here and stuff, whatever. All right, so anyway, so Crimson, as you're saying, how many out of the 100 do you think said the anime should end once Ash wins a league?
Maybe 65.
All right, so you're going high, 65 there, whoever. And we got one other new person, George. George Sanchez, hello there. George, you with us?
Hi there.
You there, brother?
George, where are you calling from? Where are you coming to us from, George? Hello, George.
South Carolina.
Where are you coming from?
South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. We're starting to come from all around here. There. Good to have you. Good to have you with us. What's your answer for that question? How many Pokemon fans do you think out of 100 said the anime should end once Ash wins?
Actually, I think there's 6 million.
Well, wait. We said out of 100,
man.
Out of 100 that we surveyed.
Maybe 420.
I don't think that's possible.
Oh, good God Almighty!
400 out of
No, 20.
Hold that thought. I heard it. We'll deal with it later. Anyway, okay. So anyway, the actual answer, just so we can move on, go on to the next thing here. The actual number, it said that he should he should when he wins, the anime should be over. 32 said that that it should be the ends at that point. So. So that's it.
Oh, I was so close.
Yeah, you had a pretty close one. Yeah, no, exactly.
I was pretty close too, guys.
I was a little off though.
I'm a pretty
way
good
off.
guesser.
Yeah. So, well, hey, that's the nature of seeing, what the fans say, and that's why we do Card Sharks. When we do that on the convention scene, which incidentally, I'll just mention it here. I was going to do it at the end of the show, but we'll just mention it here. For Scott and I, our next convention game shows, we're going to be at New Jersey Comic Expo in 2 weeks on November 19th and 20th. They'll be in Edison, New Jersey. And on the Saturday, November 19th, we will be doing Card Sharks on that day. So any of you out there in the Jersey area, if you have a chance to get to New Jersey Comic Expo, come join us for that. Maybe you'll get chosen to play, and you might win a lot of good stuff. So we'll be
enjoying the fun.
Oh, I think I could
ready to go with that.
To that convention. Just a quick question: will there be more animes like Pokemon, like Digimon? Would that be there? Because Digimon is pretty cool.
Is Corey in the house gonna be there, guys? Like, I hope so.
I wouldn't be surprised if something. I mean, granted, this is a comic convention. It's actually our first comic book convention compared to doing anime conventions, stuff like that. So we're going to be a little bit out of our element here, but we'll be okay. We're still going to bring the fun in the game. So we're going to be all good there.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yu-Gi-Oh!
We'll figure it out.
You guys did New York Comic Con one year. Did you guys do that?
No, we haven't done that one. No.
So. You did Anime Fan Fest when it was part of New York Comic Con.
Yo, George, you talking
about
New
York Anime Festival, you mean?
I am about it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, whatever the case is. So we'll figure it out.
Hey.
All right. So anyway, okay. Now, the one other major question that I want to ask with regards to the anime, and this kind of parlays into something that you were saying a little bit while ago, Scott. The whole idea with you talked about with Brock and Professor Ivy. You mentioned that from back in the day, right?
What? Oh
yeah.
God.
Okay. All right. Wait. Okay. Now, while I'm not going to talk about that specifically, the one question that I want to close out this conversation with is that over the years within the anime, Ash has had a lot of traveling partners, and some have been more accepted than others and things like that. And even now, I'll even report this because this is kind of new information. I'm going to dig up the article on this right now. We talked about it here on the show last week during our Smash or Trash segment about how with the close of X and Y, Serena actually kissed Ash as they parted ways. And there's actually a petition going on right now that has already garnered over 28,000 signatures that are trying to convince the Pokemon animators to bring her back for the new Sun and Moon animes at some point.
Ash is an android.
So some people are obviously, a lot of people have taken to Serena now, especially given the fact that she's done this. But the question I want to ask all of you is that, in your opinion, which one or two people, it doesn't matter if we're talking about his guy friends or his girlfriends, I have to separate that, who, in your opinion, have been Ash's best traveling partners through all of the regions here? Scott,
I would say OG
Donald Trump.
Wait. Who's starting here first? Who offered first suggestion there?
Oh, that was me. I think that Brock would be the best.
Oh, that was me actually.
Because Brock was pretty cool. I liked Brock. He was my man right there. And then
I'd say it was OG Mudbone.
Brock and Misty, they were both pretty cool.
You stick with the original too, baby.
Yeah, original team. You already know how it is, boy.
Okay, here's my 2 cents.
No, to be honest, I would like.
Okay, all right. Here. Let's go down the line turn here. Everybody, just hang on 1 second here. Here, Scott, I'll go with you here first. All right. So for you, Scott, who were his best companions? That
I'm just gonna say Brock. Misty gets no vote. Brock and May.
Yeah, I know you mentioned. You're not
May was
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Misty fan. You talked about that last week too. But
Yep.
But but you said May was your other one for him?
What about OG Mudbone?
Hey. Dude.
Hold that thought.
Wait, who's that? I never heard of that guy before. I've been watching Pokemon forever, and I only know Misty and Brock and May and Chip the Scooch. He's supposed to be in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Have you guys heard of the new companion?
The new companion. Let me see.
His name is Chip Scooch.
Wait.
I heard about it, but I don't know if it's real.
No. Okay.
No.
Right. Hold that.
Man.
The girl's name's Mao. M-A-O.
Mallow.
Mao.
Oh, I think I was getting trolled or something.
Most likely you were.
Oh man. Damn.
Anyway, okay. All right, so you got that. So let me see, Justin. How about for you? What who are your favorites among his companions?
Gary. Honestly,
That's true. No, wait, it doesn't need to be said that. Yeah, no, there were some points, particularly in Johto, where Gary traveled with him. So no, that's not out of the not out of the realm.
Yeah, I want Gary to come back because the last time we saw him was in Sinnoh, where he was working under Professor Rowan for like a short amount of time. So I mean, and then with the Sun and Moon trailer, how
I used to have a crush on Brock.
How Red and Blue are coming to the Alola region. I'm thinking that they might bring back Gary for the anime, which I hope happens.
That's facts.
There's a possibility. There's been some potential talk about that. We'll see.
And regarding regarding
go ahead, real quick.
Yeah, the Pokemon, the director actually said that Serena is actually a favorite of his, and he's thinking about bringing her back.
So he might actually respond to that petition then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that should be interesting. We'll find out. We'll see where that goes and stuff or whatever. Let me see. Chuck, how about you in that case? Who are your favorites among Ash's companions?
I got like 4 favorites actually.
Here, wait. Check your mic there.
Yes, you for one.
I like 4
I'm
favorites,
yes
brother.
for 4.
Wait, which ones?
I got 4 of them, actually.
Okay, go ahead. They were.
The future is now, thanks to science. Clemente gear on, Clement.
Oh, so you're a fan of the current.
I like Clement.
I like Clement.
Ash, I like Misty, of course. You better pay me back my bike, Ash Ketchum.
That's actually a really good impression.
That was good, yeah, actually. Come to think of it.
I just found Misty to be annoying.
Yeah.
No,
fact.
I know
It
you
was
did.
annoying.
And
Yes,
Brock,
he also was
can't go wrong with Brock. I
But
like
that's
Brock.
story though.
Yeah.
Gotta get a phone number, cell phone, email.
My sister had a crush on Brock. It was really weird.
Really?
Oh, really? Hey, John.
Oh, snap.
Can I ask you something, John?
Yes.
Do you think your sister liked Brock a lot?
Keep it clean.
I am.
Keep it
I
clean
am.
here.
Like, I mean, like there was one thing about Brock.
I think it was his jawline.
Oh. Did he,
That's a-
like,
okay, that's one way of looking at it.
yeah, I think his jawline was pretty good. Like, if you watch the animes,
He was one handsome character.
they put some good.
And he was a good cook too.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Never see him make those
Hey,
like.
hard quality finds it
It
bad.
looks so good
They
here.
make really nice blue waffles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, who do you think would still date? Nurse Jenny or Officer Joy? Nurse Joy or Officer Jenny?
Yeah, I was
All
gonna
about
say,
that
yeah,
Nurse Joy, you know what I mean?
you mixed up between the two there, right? Exactly.
We just rephrase that.
There it is. There. So let me see. And I think. All right. So we got those. All right. So yeah. So Brock obviously a big choice or whatever. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm an original teamer as well and stuff like that. Yeah. Naturally, of course, Brock and Misty favorites. I was a big enough fan too of Dawn as well. I always found Dawn to be the most similar to Ash throughout
You know what? That's a great point.
all their travels and stuff like that. And I said this on last week's show too. I said that if Ash were to finally garner any romantic interest in any of his female companions, I would have said that he didn't end up with Misty, I actually would have put Dawn second. But the fact that they now sparked the potential for a love interest in Serena or whatever, not that I know they're going to do anything with it, but I could believe Serena too. I could believe any of those three.
Yeah, that's a really good point. But I think that Ash should hook up with Brock.
Oh God!
That's for fan fiction.
No,
yeah, save that for fan fiction. Save that for fan fiction.
I mean,
And believe me, we all know
2016
they're out there. Every shipping in the universe is out there within Pokemon. You just look at fanfiction.net and it's all there.
I think the show would do 10 times better because like they'll be going with like current.
It'll never air in America. I got news for you there.
But it would
Yeah.
be going on in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just want a little bit of a box.
I understand what you're saying.
Maybe
I mean, no, listen, again.
I got a game.
There's always a request from everybody. But I'm just saying, you'll never get away with that in kids animation in this country. Forget
Oh.
it.
You're right.
We do have Steven Universe, so.
So.
Yeah.
Who knows? All right. Well, here, listen, guys. Obviously, yeah, we've obviously it's clear we've only just scratched the surface. There's a lot we could talk about within the Pokemon universe. Unfortunately, we've only got 1 minute left, so we don't have the time to do it, right now.
No.
But this is but I'll definitely say this: somewhere down the line, I get a feeling we'll probably get the chance to do this particular topic again. Sometime next year. We'll figure out when to have a spot with it, and we'll continue answering the ever so burning questions with regards to the Pokemon
Rock and
universe
Ash dating,
and all that. So we'll figure it out. In any case, I thank
Oh my lord.
I thank all of you guys who came and joined.
What is that?
Where are you? When did I lose control of this?
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Everybody, hold the phone here. All right. Because we gotta wrap this up here. All right. So anyway, those of you guys that are new to the folds here, I thank you for joining us. Please come back again, and we'll
Thanks for having us.
slowly we'll adapt everything that's going on here. All right. In any event, we'll be back, folks, for our next live convention attention show in 4 weeks' time, as we usually do. So we'll be back on Friday, December 2nd, and beyond that, we encourage you folks, as we always do, if you enjoyed the craziness of this show here, we encourage you to please like, share, like this video, subscribe to here to Lost Silver Productions, as
I'll
well
be sure to subscribe.
Facebook.com/Lost Silver Productions, and our Patreon is out there too, patreon.com/Lost Silver. Please donate to us. We could always use the help in prize support for our conventions and other things like that. In the meantime, here, and those of you in the New Jersey area, come see us in 2 weeks at New Jersey Comic Expo in Edison, the week of November 19th.
I'll make sure to.
All right. So that's good to us.
I got you, John.
John.
All right. Well, while you guys banter about it, I'm gonna close it out. So, on behalf of Scott Goldiner and Paul Williams and the rest of our team, my name is Brian Sapinski. Thank you for joining us here for this edition of Convention Attention, and we will see you on the con floor very soon. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Take care. So long.